By the end of this video, your ideal prospects will practically beg to join your email list. You're going to learn my philosophy on selecting a prime lead magnet, something that's really hot that your prospects want. I'm going to share with you common mistakes people make when selecting a lead magnet for building their list, and then I'm going to share with you my favorite lead magnet ideas that will help turn ice cold traffic into red hot leads ready to buy from you. So here's my philosophy. Most people probably come to your site because they have an issue, a challenge, a problem they're trying to solve. I'm a big advocate for showing people you can help them by actually helping them. And that's why your lead magnet should be ultra specific and solve one big problem your prospect has. It should speak to a desired end result and provide instant gratification. In other words, your prospect comes to your site because they have an itch, and your lead magnet should scratch it. It should give complete satisfaction. And because it solves this problem, because it satisfies that itch, it has a high perceived value by your prospect. And because it has a high perceived value and you're able to scratch that itch, it shifts the relationship from you being some random stranger online to you being a trusted advisor for your prospect. As I said before, it should have a high perceived value, should have a high actual value as well. It should be something you could sell if you decided to. Because you're setting this up to shift the relationship and bring your prospect to the next step in your sales process, you want this lead magnet to satisfy the itch, and you want them to be able to consume the lead magnet quickly. And I'll explain why in a second. So let's move on to 4, probably 5, maybe even more lead magnet ideas that really don't work very well. The first is tips and updates, or a newsletter, something like that. How many more newsletters do you need to be on? My assumption is when you sign into your inbox, it's loaded with all kinds of newsletters that you maybe don't want or need anymore. They're probably pretty boring, and if you have another newsletter pop up, you're probably not that interested in joining. Another lead magnet people use quite a bit is the free chapter of a book. Now, that's just the introduction. It's just a piece. There's not much value in that first chapter. It's probably not going to satisfy the itch. It's probably not going to solve the problem. So you might think, well, I'll give away the full book in PDF form. Well, a full book is what, 80, 90, 100 pages or more? How long is that going to take your prospect to actually read? It's probably not going to be consumed very quickly. In fact, it could take them days or weeks to finish it, if they finish it at all. And that leads me to the next idea, is a video course, a complete course. Maybe it's 6 modules long, maybe it's 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 videos in length. That's something that might be complete. It might be perceived as high value. You could probably sell that, and you should. The challenge is that it's not going to be able to be consumed in a very quick manner. So your prospect is going to opt in, you're going to be able to solve their problem, and they're not going to be teed up to be able to continue the relationship, because they're going to think, boy, I just got this thing, I've got to go through it, I'm not in the buying state right now. So what we want to do is we want to set them up to be in the buying state, and that's why we're going to use some of these lead magnet suggestions that I have right now. As I said earlier, my favorite types of lead magnets are lead magnets that can be consumed quickly and changes the relationship from some stranger online to a trusted advisor. That's why I like cheat sheets, worksheets, handouts, checklists, guides. These are usually one-page ideas that can be explained in a 2 or 3 minute walkthrough video that you can give a call to action to take the next step to learn how to implement it better into your life or into your business. Another really good lead magnet idea is a tool or a resource list. Moving? These are, a dozen different things you need to keep in mind. Here's a checklist of ideas you need to have before you get pre-qualified for a loan. Where would you like me to send them? Another type of lead magnet idea that works really well is an assessment or a test. This can help to qualify your prospect and help you make a recommendation for them on what next step they should take. Another type of lead magnet that works really well, especially for e-commerce, is a discount or free shipping. These types of lead magnets will attract people with really high buyer intent, so they're going to work really well if somebody comes to your site and might be on the fence on purchasing something. You can give them a discount or free shipping offer, and that might move the needle, have them get off the fence and take action to buy your product and become your customer. Another type of lead magnet that works really well is a consumer awareness guide or original research report. Now, a consumer awareness guide is sort of like Before you hire your next window washer, here's 10 things you need to know. Or don't hire your next business consultant until you read this report. Something along those lines that will help educate and train, and you can set up the expectation that you're an expert in the industry, you know what to watch out for, you're acting as a trusted advisor in this capacity. It's something quick and easy to consume, and it helps the person who's on your site pre-qualify themselves as somebody who's in the market for that type of service. And one final lead magnet that works really well is the first step of a two-step order form, 2 or 3-step order form. And what I mean by the first step of a multi-part order form is somebody reads your sales letter, they decide they want your product, and the first step of the order form is to get their name, email address, and perhaps their phone number so you can follow up with them. Then on the next page or the next step, you might collect their billing information, and then on the third step, you might collect their card. This way, if they fall off and they don't complete the order, you can follow up with them to say, hey, I've got your order right here, or perhaps offer an additional incentive to complete the purchase. So I hope this video was helpful. If you learned something new or got an idea, I'd love for you to click the like button and share this video with someone who needs to see it. And if you'd like help identifying your lead magnet, send me a DM or comment below this video and I'll be happy to help. My name is John Marino. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you, and I'll see you in the next one.